The world's biggest retailers are facing an invisible predator that is eating their profits from the inside out. It's not a recession or a supply chain crisis, it's a tiny weekly injection. As millions of people stop craving junk food, the entire global economy is bracing for a multi-billion-dollar collapse. This is biological deplatforming. GLP-1 agonists aren't just weight loss drugs, they are a neurological firewall. They effectively patch the human brain to ignore the dopamine-driven stimuli retailers have spent decades engineering. While retailers like Walmart and Target have spent decades engineering the store walk to trigger cravings, the brain has been chemically rewired to feel indifferent. This is biologic ad blocking. If the reward center is silenced, the marketing ROI of strategic shelf placement and attractive packaging collapses to near zero. The grocery basket is being siphoned. Retailers thrive on basket size, getting you to buy 5 items when you came for 2. But the data shows households are spending significantly less on processed foods. Retailers face a margin trap. They are losing the high-margin junk sales while retaining low-margin staples. They haven't just lost a customer, they've lost the profitability of the basket. The dollar isn't disappearing. It is moving from the stomach to the wardrobe. As consumers lose weight, they reshape spending toward identity performance, apparel, fitness, and travel. While snack conglomerates face headwinds, wellness retailers like Lululemon and Nike are seeing a massive tailwind. This is the new self-arbitrage. In 2026, the entity that controls the appetite controls the economy. Ozempic didn't just kill the appetite, it de-risked the human. The global food sector is facing structural demand liquidation. Analysts estimate GLP-1 adoption is siphoning $25 billion annually from the U.S. grocery sector alone. Shrinkflation has failed. It works when the consumer still wants the product. It fails when they stop wanting it entirely. Snack giants cannot price hike their way out of a permanent caloric reduction. The apparel industry is seeing a false positive. Consumers cycling through bridge sizes every 3 months create a demand spike, but this is borrowed growth. This is the fast fashion funeral. Dopamine-driven haul culture is being replaced by investment dressing. Fit, durability, and sovereign style are winning over the weekly trend cycle. We are witnessing the liquidation of the vice moat. GLP-1 receptors are in the brain's reward center, significantly reducing cues for alcohol and nicotine. Ad agencies are panicking. Decades of hunger-based marketing strategies are becoming obsolete. Triggers like the cheese pull now hit a clinical firewall. Marketing is being forced to pivot from trigger marketing to utility marketing. Ad ROI for traditional food and vice campaigns has dropped by 30%. Global superpowers are facing a healthcare dividend. Trillions in spending are being unlocked as obesity-related diseases plummet. This is a sovereign reallocation of capital. However, this creates a tax vacuum. Governments relying on sin taxes to fund infrastructure are seeing a revenue hole that could destabilize budgets by 2028. We are moving from a transaction-based economy to a productivity-based economy. Fewer sick days and higher workforce participation are filling the consumption gap. Capital is flooding into high-integrity goods. People are buying fewer but more expensive items, nutrient-dense medical foods, and preventative health tech. This is the longevity arbitrage. The person walking through the mall is no longer a target. They are a sovereign agent who only buys what they actually need. The impulse buy has been neurologically uninstalled. We have reached the final boss of the Ozempic era, the biological decoupling of the ego. The most powerful consumer is the one who is finally, clinically, full. In our Marriott study, we saw a predictive moat built on desire. In the Ozempic era, we see a clinical firewall built on satiety. One architects the craving, the other liquidates it. The BizCraft question: are you selling a trigger, or have you architected a business that survives a world without hunger? Subscribe to Learning BizCraft for the next strategic teardown. We analyze the architecture of success so you can master the process.